Welcome to Houston, Texas and Daikin Park. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Houston Astros. Biggest story coming into this one is what he's been able to do at the plate recently. Absolutely on fire, Singy.
Yeah, he's been terrific, Boog. Has really made this a dangerous team. His bat's been lethal of late, and it's opening up a lot of opportunities for his teammates, too.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Luis Castillo. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Throw on to Freeman, and a quick out, number one. And time now for the Marlins lineup. Chris, this is an offense that puts the bat on the ball. Tough outs pretty much throughout the lineup, and they have fewer strikeouts than any other team in the league.
Yeah, Boog, and I just remember as a player, when you're going up against a club like this, it keeps you on your toes all game long because you got to make plays for your pitcher on the defense. And so an offense like that can really put some pressure on that defense. So they can swing the bats, put it in play, but I also think if they run the bases hard, it adds another element to their game.
And that one in the air, center field. He's got it, and there's two away. You rewind and think back to those Giants teams that won 3 world titles. They were pretty good contact-based teams. Obviously, the Royals as well. It feels like it's swinging back a little bit towards there's an advantage to having some hitters in your lineup that make contact. Just missed. Strike 2.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that is that. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Now here come the Astros. No score. This is Marlins baseball on The Show, Florida. Back here in Houston and getting to start. Dax Fulton. What do we have on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
In the air, center field. Rojas settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out. One down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this lineup has the benefit of playing behind a great pitching staff. They've got a really low ERA.
Yeah, and, you know, with that said, there's not as much pressure on the offense, but make no mistake about it. Players want to hit the ball hard, and they want to score runs. They want to jog around the bases, hitting the ball over the fence. So regardless of how dominant the staff can be, the attitude is we want to go out there and have some fun with the bat. So we'll see. One big inning in this one, you know, could be all they need, but you'd like to have multiple big innings.
On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Runner takes off. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Stop. Toss to second, and that's 2. Nothing in the Houston first. We played an inning from Daikin Park, scoreless on The Show. Back here in Houston, now it's the DH, MJ Melendez. Out to center. Myers under it. And there's one down. And now Connor Wong. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. This one high in the air to left center. Myers sizes this one up. He's there. He's got it. 2 away now. Here's the rookie right fielder, Ian Brown. Brown with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. That's out to center field. Myers has a beat on it, makes the catch, inning over. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Leading off, Seiya Suzuki. Fulton with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track. That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. That one fouled hard the other way. And it remains 2-2. One down, base is empty. The other way, and it stays fair. Around first and hustling for second. Throw is high and over his head. Good backup, though. He's right there and no advance.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at bat, battling with 2 strikes. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
And now Jacob Melton. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Tied him up on a fastball inside.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
That's a ball.
Jake Myers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first, and that is the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We played 2 full, no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Out to short, Pena. Throws to first in time. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
One out, base is empty. And a ball leaving evens the count.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Throw on to Freeman. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. Jose Caballero, the next to hit. 2 outs, base is empty. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
Well, baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the veteran outfielder, Jake Myers. Slapped foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Still tied at 0. Last of the 3rd. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first, gets the out. 2 down after the strikeout.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. There's the swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Freeman hits it in the air. Rojas. And he makes the catch. And that's the inning. On to the 4th. Still scoreless. Start of the 4th. And now for the Marlins, Johan Rojas. Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Two down, nobody on. Hit in the air out to center field. Myers tracks it down for the out. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jeremy Pena. The 1-1 is fouled off. Tipped into the mid, strike 3.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
That one is hammered right field. Brown raging back towards the wall. On the warning track, and hauls it in. Seiya Suzuki up next for the Astros. Suzuki with some impressive production lately. Headed towards the corner. Brown makes a nice running catch. 3 up, 3 down that time. We've played 4. No score. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Myers moving under it. And it's caught for the out. Connor Wong, the next up for the Marlins. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Line drive. Myers makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. And up next for Miami, Ian Brown.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that extends the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Taylor Ward, the next up for the Marlins. And a pitch. That's towards center. Myers gets under it, nabs it, and that'll do it. Another inning in the books, but the perfect game couldn't survive it. And we still have no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Rojas settles underneath it, and there's 1 away. So up next, Jacob Melton.
Let's go, Jacob.
Ball. 2-1.
All tied up, last half of inning number 5. Fouled off left side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one ripped. Ward hauls it in, 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
And it's fouled away. Two outs. cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Dyken Park, and now it's going to be Trey Sweeney. Left field, Melton has this one sized up and makes the grab. And there's one down. Jose Caballero, the next up for the Marlins. And it is 2-1. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that quickly 2 away. Back to the top of the Miami order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Johan Rojas. 2 down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Bryson Stott, the next up for the Marlins. Out to short, Pena. They take the force out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. No score. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And 1-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes.
2 strikes.
Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And that one a little below the knees, and it's 2-2. On the ground, out to short. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Jose.
So next up for Houston, Jose Fermin. His splits between April and May there. One down, base is empty. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field, and that's a base hit.
Everything came together for him. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here is Freddie Freeman.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2.
Poetry in motion there as the second baseman turns the double play. Nice throw to first, and that's the way to end the inning.
And we're back. And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Over to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. So now the DH spot, MJ Melendez. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a fly ball deep right field, back there. Gone. He flexes his power with that swing. His 12th of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Luis Castillo won't go any further. Good effort out of him, even though he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm on the bump after a quick break. So they turn things over to the righty, Mason Englert.
Going to be a tough matchup for him right here. Right-handed hitters have been having a lot of success against him so far this season.
Now the catcher up to hit, Connor Wong. On the ground to the left, Ritter. Fires to first in time. And at the plate for Miami, Ian Brown. Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses. That is strike 2. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Taylor Scott up and throwing. Hader also getting ready. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Second home run of the inning for him, and they boost their lead. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Taylor Ward now at the plate. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Trey Sweeney digs in now. Sweeney having a lot more success on the road this season. Ward, the runner at first with 2 gone. Line drive, makes the play, and it's out number 3. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and it's 2-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The shortstop,
The 1-1 is fouled off. And that's a base hit into left field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Dax Fulton is done. Really solid performance out of him as he leaves with a slim lead We'll take a break. New arm when we get back. So the Marlins go with a new arm, George Soriano.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. That one is absolutely belted. And it bangs off the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So the tying run in scoring position now. Seiya Suzuki up next for the Astros. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And next to hit for Houston, Yainer Diaz. So the tying run at second. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2.
Now back, left field,
Here's the left fielder, Jacob Melton. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And that will end the inning. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Taylor Scott.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Well, 1-run game. And now for the Marlins, Jose Caballero. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first. On the money, nice play. And up next for Miami, Johan Rojas. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
And the batter now, Bryson Stott. First offering, runner goes. In the air, out towards left center. Myers flashes the leather on the running catch. Throws to second.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So here's Wade now. Rojas on at second with 2 down. Right side, hard hit. And that is that. Marlins lead 1. They lead it 2-1. Pitching change here, Declan Cronin. 25th appearance of the year for him. And the sweeper is in for a strike. Center field. Rojas under this one. Brings it in. One up, one down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Jose Altuve. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. Holding on to a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard liner. Drops into the glove. 2 down.
Well, off the bat, it looked like they might get that tying run on base, maybe even extra bases. No dice, though. A little unlucky on that one.
So next up for Houston, Jose Fermin. Looking to get the tying run on base. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Through 8 full. It's the Marlins 2 and the Astros 1. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Josh Hader.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
So coming into the game now on defense, Christian Pache. He'll be patrolling center field. Well, one-run game. Now here's the Marlins DH, MJ Melendez. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And now here is Connor Wong. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
The batter, the right fielder, Ian Brown.
Now it's the right fielder, Ian Brown. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1.
That's an out.
On to Freeman, double play, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order, due up. It's the Marlins 2 and the Astros 1. Andrew Nardi comes on trying to close it out.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Nice grab on the run. Then there's 1 down.
The batter, number 3, shortstop.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
That one misses, and the count is 2-2. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Got him swinging for the K. And now the Astros are down to their final out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Astros down to their last out. Next is the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Astros down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final score here today, 2-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.